Hey there. So a ton of people are thinking about making a move from California to Utah. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 9 things, yes, 9 things that you need to know about before moving from California to Utah. And actually number 6 could potentially save you a ton of money. So you're going to want to make sure you stick around for that one. And let's hop into it right now. Hey there, Mariah here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. This channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living in the Salt Lake City, Utah area. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you are notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time that are looking to make a move or relocating here to Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it would be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. I'm going to share with you 9 things that you must know about moving here to Utah from California. Number 1 is simply the traffic and congestion. I know for years, I remember sitting on those California freeways thinking, what am I doing? I used to commute from San Diego up to Riverside. And I remember thinking, okay, it's taking me over an hour each direction. Oh, look at these guys. Hi. I've got some horses here in the background today. But at any rate, just the traffic and congestion, you might see a lot of horses here in Utah, but not as many cars. More horses than cars here in Utah, not necessarily, but you get my drift. So number 1, are you sick of sitting in the traffic? I know certainly for me, I definitely was sick of sitting in the traffic in California. Utah, yes, there still is traffic, but not nearly as much traffic as there is in California. So you can buy back quite a bit of time by not sitting in traffic. Number 2 is simply the scenic views. We know California has some incredible views. The coastlines are gorgeous. The mountain ranges, all of that is gorgeous. Here in Utah, you've got some pretty spectacular views as well. Today, I've got some friends in the background. I love these horses. They're so pretty. But obviously the spectacular mountains, you've got the national parks. So Utah is certainly home to a lot of scenic and beautiful views as well. Here in Utah, you are definitely going to have a different political climate. Like I say, I am not a fan of talking politics or religion, but simply knowing here in Utah, predominantly it's a more conservative state than it is in California. Again, California is a much larger state, and Northern and Southern California have differing political views as well. But here in Utah, it tends to be more of a red state as opposed to a blue state in California. If that aligns with your political views, that might be a good fit for you. If not, it might not be a good fit for you. So just kind of know that in the back of your mind. Political views here in Utah tend to be more conservative, where in California, they tend to be more liberal. Next up is the healthy living that you are definitely going to see here in Utah. There are so many people out and about, active living, and really all year long. You see it in the winter, you see it in the spring, you see it in the fall, and certainly in the summer. You've got just really people wanting to have a healthy lifestyle, very active, lots of outdoor activities. Here in Utah, the hiking, the biking, the skiing, the snowboarding, just to name a few. Many of the local restaurants offer healthy, different choices. I remember when we moved here years ago, I remember thinking, I wonder if they have any like vegan or vegetarian things. Like in California, obviously there are a lot of plant-based type of options. Here in Utah, there are too, and just a lot of healthy type of eating choices as well. All right, number 5, calling all skiers, snowboarders, snowshoers, and snowmobilers, anybody who enjoys spending time in the snow. We know Utah here has some of the best snow in North America. If you enjoy the snow, if you even just like looking at the snow, we've got a lot of it. You can see our mountains have some snow on it. It snowed actually a few days ago, but It really has melted a lot, but the temperatures are still pretty cold, even though it is sunny. And that's one of the things that you can count on here in Utah. Even when it is cold, you're still going to see a lot of sunny days here in Utah. Number 6, California to Utah. This is the one that can save people buckets, I'm telling you, of money, is simply the taxes. Yes, the taxes from California to Utah are very different. In California, one of the highest tax brackets of income tax you can have is a little bit over 13%. Here in Utah, they have a flat income tax of 4.85%. So a huge tax savings for many, and for some that are thinking about moving from California to Utah. Again, just that income tax, big savings there. And then going along with that are property taxes. Property taxes here in Utah, if it is your primary residence, you get 50% off, or right around 50% off of your home, and you pay 1%. So 1% is what you're going to be paying for property taxes, and you get 50% off of that if it is your primary residence. So let's just say you bought $1 million home here in Utah, $1 million here in Utah. 1% of that $1 million would be $10,000. But if it's your primary residence, then you get 50% off of that. So annually, you'd be paying right around $5,000 in property taxes, where in California, you are going to be paying significantly more in both income tax and property taxes. Number 7, here in Utah, you are going to see a lot of small town charm. Yes, small town charm here in Utah. Each of the surrounding cities of Salt Lake City, and not each, but many of the surrounding cities have that kind of small town charm. They have a center street, or they have Main Street, and a lot of the towns and cities have different festivals throughout the year and really take a lot of pride in kind of that small town feel here in Utah. It certainly does not for its booming and thriving economy and job opportunities here in Utah. In fact, Provo, Utah, which is just south of Salt Lake City, has been ranked one of the top job economies recently in reports. So the job economy, even though the small town charm, the jobs here are abundant. And number 9, last but not least, is simply the focus on family and all of the different family activities. We know Utah is home to 5 national parks. And really the state, regional, local, national parks that are here in Utah lend itself so nicely to a really nice family-friendly environment. In addition to that, just the different museums, the parks, the recreation, and the recreation centers here in Utah lend itself so nicely for families. So if you are thinking about making a move from California, or really from any other place here to Utah, my team and I hear from people like you all the time, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and it would be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. Take care and have a great one. Bye.